Hey guys, it's Norm from Tested, and I'm here
with Adam.
And we are back in your cave a few days before Halloween, even though it might be after Halloween. It's costuming, talking real costuming. Not for you.
Not for me.
For your friend, Patton Oswalt.
Well, yeah, I can't say he's my friend because we've only met a few times, but we are friendly and we're both fans of each other's work. So I saw Patton had tweeted that his daughter wanted him to be Doc Ock for Halloween, Dr.
Cool.
Octopus.
Yeah, from Spider-Man.
And so he wrote on Twitter and said, does anyone out there know where I can get a good Dr. Octopus costume? And as sometimes happens, I just saw immediately in my head how to make a really easy to wear, inexpensive, fast to build Dr. Octopus costume. And I tweeted back and said, Patton, I think I can help you out. And of course, people who follow both of us, their heads all exploded.
Last minute Halloween costumes with Adam Savage and Patton Oswalt.
Yes.
And lightweight is important. It's not something that you're necessarily going to hang in the back of your workshop. You want to wear it and be on the streets.
You do, and for something like this where I expect he's going out with his young daughter, he needs to be light on his feet.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to be encumbered. He doesn't want to be battering a bunch of stuff down.
Right, if you spin around, you don't want to knock, someone's head off. Right?
So I conceived of this. This is his Dr. Octopus costume. But I had Patton himself buy a raincoat that fit him.
Okay.
And he sent this to me. So then I adjusted a dressmaker's dummy. It's actually adjusted for me, but Patton's only a couple of inches bigger in both dimensions. I'm taller, so it doesn't look like it scans, but it does. And I built it around this. This is basically an aluminum plate that is on a pair of aluminum back straps that go over the shoulders. So the weight is hung by the shoulders.
Oh, so not on the waist, as it would be on Dr. Octopus.
And then there is a snap at the waist and a snap at the chest.
Yep.
Now, mounted to that aluminum plate, I have 4 aluminum blocks, each one with 2 bolts holding it to the plate.
Okay.
And then it's got 2 holes through which I've got armature wire. Armature wire is pure aluminum wire. Yeah. You can buy it in art stores. Artists use it to support clay models and all sorts of other things.
Skeleton of a puppet.
Exactly.
Very lightweight but malleable.
Right, and because it's pure aluminum, it's very bendable. So I'm using very heavy duty 5/16 or 1/4 inch armature wire. It's a double wrap of it out to about here and then a single wrap. Plenty to hold up this effectively 12-pound mattress foam. I realized I could make it really quickly by making it out of mattress foam, chopped into a really nice triangle, and then painted with a stencil. I cut a stencil out of foam core. From 5 feet away, this sells as segmented arms, but up close, it's basically just mattress foam.
Wow, and then the actual clamps?
The actual clamps, same thing, a stencil with a kind of a leaf pattern on the inside and the out. They're not 100% accurate, and I didn't put lights at the tips, but...
Well, this is the movie, Alfred Molina version.
This is the Alfred Molina
from Spider-Man 2. They had names for each of the tentacles, they had personalities. So one was like a snake head, one was more of a foreclamp.
I thought of doing one kind of closed kind of thing, but for some reason, and I suppose he could still do that if he wanted to, a little bit of string or wire, a safety pin. But I liked the fact that they're all open. It was like you're
ready to attack.
So here's how it wears. It's actually, the coat itself is glued to the backpack. So if you'll move the dressmaker dummy out of the way. Oh!
And we have...
Face hugger!
Oh.
So,
and really, it's just a jacket
there you go.
With the 2 clamps.
So here's the chest clamp, and then here's the waist clamp. Tighten, and you're ready to go. And honestly, you can't even feel it. And if these are in your way, you can move them out of the way.
Armature wire.
You can bring these farther out. In order to get armature wire into here, I sliced it up the middle. Now I used an industrial foam cutter, but really a knife works fine.
And
then I laid armature wire in it and used a Super 74 foam fast adhesive. It's phenomenal for gluing this kind of, it's made for foam.
Slap it together?
Exactly. Put it back together and you can feel it. The seam is like, it doesn't feel like it's changed its consistency that much. It's just very, very robust stuff.
Now also very important to Doc Ock is the eyewear.
Ah, right, the eyewear. So, he's a scientist and the idea is that he built his outfit out of the stuff in the lab. So he's wearing what seemed to be effectively unmodified welding goggles, which is exactly what I went and bought. And I think that looks like a pretty good Dr. Octopus costume.
I'm after you, Aunt May.
But this is, I think, like a number 7 welding glass.
You can't really see through that.
I can see light, but this isn't for trick-or-treating. No. So I'm actually going to grab a ski mask I've got, cut out some circles from its lenses and put them in here to make it easier for Patton to see.
Oh, much better.
This is really simple, and here's the part that blows me away. This is not, I said, oh, a weekend project, not just a weekend project. You built this in
This is 4 hours flat.
4 hours flat, yeah. But that's not an invitation for everyone to tweet you to build their next year's Halloween costume at the last minute.
No, I'm not looking for a pissing match. But
No.
from the very beginning, I understood the structure instantly. And once you understand the structure of something, everything else is just cutting parts to size.
Awesome, well thank you so much, Adam. And Patton, you better be grateful. Hope he's watching this too. Happy Halloween, hope you guys had a safe Halloween. And we'll be back in the cave for more. Bye.
Bye.